This is the Ryder and Lisa podcast.
Brought to you by YEG Property Pros. Powered by Real Broker. Get a realtor who knows. Call the pros.
What you learned this weekend is what we're asking you.
I've learned the price of designer handbags. Didn't know. I've been ignorant.
Like, you knew that they weren't cheap.
Correct. But I
Like,
didn't- Depending on, what brand, what type of bag, what is the latest hot commodity. Now, if there's anything to know about me, I have been rocking the same purse for over a decade. And I'm pretty sure I got it at Winners,
That would be my guess.
I think.
You look like a Winners purse girl.
Yeah, absolutely. Which there's nothing wrong with that because they
that wasn't a shirt.
No, they also have designer bags there. They have them
Yeah.
with like the locks on them so you can't steal them and stuff.
Okay.
But there was one in particular.
But specifically, you're in the non-locked area.
Correct. I was the furthest from the locked purse area.
You're in the bucket of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been rocking. And I've recently started following more fashion accounts on Instagram. And which is great. Great for inspiration until they're wearing a bag that catches my eye and I'll go, I want that. Check in the comments section because I'm lazy to go to their website to find out everything they're wearing on that day. One person comments, "Oh my gosh, I'd kill to have that Dior bag." I'm like, done. Head over to Christian Dior's website.
What were you thinking when you saw it? Like, what was your ballpark that you...
I was thinking like probably $1,000.
Okay.
Which is a lot. I've never ever spent that much on anything, really. $6,000.
$6,000?
$6,000 for a cross the chest bag. $6,000.
Yeah, if I was carrying something that was worth $6,000 on me all the time, like, I think I'd turn into that person who's overprotective about their space.
How do people justify spending that? Do you have to be a millionaire and not care about money? I think so.
Well, $6,000 just means something entirely different.
That is such an investment.
To different people, though. Like, some people, $6,000, they wouldn't even think twice about spending that.
That's crazy.
And other people, like...
Good for them, but
would never in a million years even spend that on a car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
like,
I've never understood it because in my eyes, I don't notice the difference between a knockoff and a legit bag. Unfortunately, I wish I had the ability to be like, oh my gosh, that person has a $8,000 Dior bag on.
Have you Googled how much the knockoff version of that one is?
No, should I?
Yeah, there's your budget.
That's the new bin I gotta be sifting through.
Exactly.
Okay, bragmybags.to. Is this gonna $300?
Yeah.
It doesn't look the same.
I thought you said you couldn't tell.
No. Now I think I've become a bag snob.
In like the last 7 minutes. What you learned this weekend?
You learned what glary looks like.
I met the glary.
So you were live on location in South Common with Santa.
Yeah, it was the holiday workshop there. It was awesome.
Is that still on?
No, it was just this weekend.
Ah, that's too bad. But anyway, so Glary was there and is listening this morning.
So this was a listener named Gary who... Well, everybody knows when you called him Glary what his name is.
They could have assumed it was Larry.
Anyway, he told us something anonymously, and Lisa came up with a fake name for him to sound real smooth and went with Glary. Anyway, so he comes up and he's like, hey. It's me, Glary. I was so pumped.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, what else did you learn this weekend? Feel free to get your answers in on the text line.
The first snowfall of the year brings out some terrible drivers.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That was one thing I learned.
Well, it did snow back in October. Same thing.
Yeah.
All the accidents.
Like, why everybody who's really bad at driving on snow and ice yesterday was like, I'm heading out.
Yeah, let's go out. It's Sunday night.
But the main lesson I learned is I'm drinking a lot less. I did Sober November, and I quite enjoyed sleeping better and
getting up early on Saturdays and not having puffy eyes.
Feeling better in general. So
totally,
actively choosing not to drink as much or
as often.
I'm actively choosing to drink on less occasions.
Mm-hmm.
So I was the sober driver for a house party on Saturday night. What I learned was I've often been the sober driver over the years, here and there, at bars.
Okay.
And I can't stand it.
Because people are screaming in your face. They got bad breath.
Drunk yelling.
Yeah, it's terrible.
But I actually quite enjoyed the vibe of being the sober guy at a house party.
Why is that?
Well, just watching other people like get turboed and embarrass themselves. I'm like, oh man, I love that I'm not this person.
True.
But I wasn't like judging. I was just like having fun with how they were like spilling their wine and feeling stupid, and then just watching it all unfold. It was just storyline after storyline.
And you can be the one that recaps everything. Like it's the same vibe with our Christmas parties every year. Our good friend Anna never drinks. Like she's full on like sober. And so every morning after, she's the one getting all the texts of people being like, what did I do?
Hey, should I be embarrassed? Yeah.
And I bet she has some fun with that. So now you could be that person. Zarly wrote in saying, I learned that if you plan on going to a casually formal company Christmas party, it means formal. Oh no. Zarly, what did you wear? What, you were underdressed?
Yeah.
Andrea wrote in saying, well, this weekend I learned that if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's an F-boy. Aw, Andrea, you could do better.
Glad you figured it out already.
You just got to figure it out. Play 107, why was everyone tweeting about the Blue Jays this weekend? Baseball is not happening right now. I just noticed that. Like every fourth tweet was something to do with the Toronto Blue Jays.
Well, they are rumored to be a front runner to land Shohei Ohtani, who is the only other comparable baseball player to him ever is Babe Ruth.
What?
Because he pitches and hits very well.
Oh, cool. And what team is he currently on?
He's on the Angels. And so guess how much they're expecting him to go for if he signs.
If I'm not mistaken, baseball players make the most money out of any sport. Or is basketball more?
No, I think baseball's one.
Okay.
The only thing comparable would be overseas soccer.
Now, are you asking me a yearly or it's like over 10 years? How does it work?
He'll likely sign a 10-year deal, but just guess per year.
Per year, I'm going to assume that if he's Babe Ruth level talent, that he'd be making $100 million a year.
Oof. Okay, never mind.
Okay, that's way too much?
Yeah, that's absurd.
$20 million a year.
No, it's in between there. It's projected that he's going to sign a 10-year, $600 million deal. So that would be $60 million a season.
Okay, my 100 mil wasn't off that much.
No, it was a good guess. I just didn't expect you to...
The difference between 60 million and 100 million is like astronomical.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a lot of pressure for somebody.
Well, especially...
he's confident?
Yeah, he's so good.
Oh, okay.
And then another story that just surfaced this weekend is Juan Soto, who's one of the best players in the league.
Okay.
The Jays are trying to get him in a trade, too.
So if we get both of them, we're just unstoppable.
We would be, without question, the front runner to win the World Series next year.
I always thought it was so interesting when we went to Boston and we watched the Blue Jays there, how many Americans were like, so why do so many people from like all over Canada love the Blue Jays so much? And we're like, because they're the only Canadian team. Like a lot of them didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And they're like, why do so many Jays fans travel to away games? Why don't you just go to home games? I'm like, it's cheaper to fly to Boston than it was Toronto.
Seriously.
Yeah. So that's why.
Okay, so it's still cool to get excited about sports even when they're not in season.
Well, and probably the reason you saw it so much is because Oiler fans had nothing else to do this weekend but get excited about other sports.
No, they were talking about McDavid.
And the Canadian
Hall of Fame. Did you notice something about all the pictures of McDavid over the weekend?
How hot his fiance is?
No,
what?
No.
Sorry.
I thought McDavid looked hot, but you could tell that he was like getting sponsored by that watch company.
Oh.
Did you notice his watch was out
his
watch was out in every picture. Look at them closely now. You'll think of me because
he just got a new watch.
I would love to know the price of that. Earlier on the show we were talking about expensive handbags. I want to know how much McDavid's watch costs.
Somewhere in between the expensive handbag and the baseball contract.
Exactly.
Is my guess. Yeah.
It's Ryder and Lisa's Top 7 at 7.
The 10 Days of Christmas online auction has officially launched this morning on our website. And Ryder and I go hard bidding on everything because everything's so amazing. Mm-hmm. So today it's my version, my top 7 of things I've already bid on, even though this auction just launched this morning at 6 a.m.
And later in the week, I'll do my top 7 things that I'm leading on.
I don't know why, but I bid on the voucher to use Retro Rentals, which is an amazing local company that refurbishes old decor and stuff, and you can rent it for like your wedding, for a photo shoot.
Yeah.
They have like a rotary phone that they've created where if you pick it up, you leave a voicemail and it records it. And so people have that at their weddings now instead of a signing book.
Awesome.
So it's just like drunk voicemails all night. And then they have that for the rest of their lives.
Do you think you'd actually listen to all of them?
Yes.
I think by about 9 p.m. you'd be like, all right, that's enough.
But yeah, I bid on it, even though I'm like, I don't know, I guess I have to throw a party now
Yeah, that's good.
if I win it.
Sure.
So keep in mind that everything in our online auction right now starts at $5. $5. Here's my list of things I bid on. Coming in at number 7, $250 gift card to IKEA.
Awesome.
For $5. See you later.
The only problem with that is if
What?
you have a $250 gift card to IKEA, you're probably going to spend $2,000. Because everything's going to seem like a good deal.
Yeah, you're probably right. Number 6, I bid on tickets to an Oiler game, but not just any tickets, Sky Lounge tickets, $5.
Sorry.
What?
I outbid you on that one already.
Ryder.
Yeah.
Number 5, a $250 gift card to the Italian Center, but I actually bid on all of them, and there's about 7 $250 gift cards on the auction. So I'm really hoping to win them all.
I mean, an amazing place to do your grocery shopping, especially if you go every like couple days or whatever.
Okay,
Just get fresh produce.
Coming in at number 4, I bid $5 on a $19,000 Harley Davidson motorcycle.
Now, here's my question.
It's starting at $5.
You won't even ride in my convertible
Yeah, I get scared.
because the wind bothers you. What do you think you're going to do on a bike?
I don't know. I just think it would be kind of cool to be like, I own a Harley Davidson.
Would you
How
ride
much
it?
did you pay for it?
Would you ride it?
Probably not. I like pose on it in Instagram, Instagram stories maybe.
Cool.
Number 3, I bid on a Garage 104 car starter.
Nice. You already have a car starter.
Yeah, I know, but I'd have a backup.
Okay.
Number 2, ski lift passes to Marmot Basin.
Oh, what are you doing?
I just bidding on everything.
You're scared of heights.
I know. I actually do not do the chairlift, but I might gift this to someone.
That's a good idea. Good point.
And coming in at number 1, I bid on the outdoor pizza oven.
Yeah, that's
starting
a good
at
one.
$5.
Now, that one lines up.
That one lines up. That one makes sense. Everything else, I'm just kind of like going a little nuts.
You should probably plan to gift that motorbike if you win it, too. Time for some just winter driving suggestions.
Okay.
I put in some years, you know? Mm-hmm. It's not my first time at this rodeo. I made it to work fine, no problem. 'Cause I'm a vet.
Okay, get to it.
Okay, the best tip that you can give yourself extra time.
Leave early.
Getting winter tires is obviously a very good tip. They make such a huge difference. This one suggestion I heard years ago, and it's a really good one if you're new to driving on crappy conditions. Drive like you have a full glass of water on your dash and you don't want to spill it. So that just means you're not going to turn too sharp. You're not going to punch the gas too hard. You're not going to slam the brakes unnecessarily.
Yeah, you got to drive like you have a puppy in your trunk. Not that you should ever do that.
What the hell? Where did that come from?
I don't know.
Did somebody tell you that one?
No, I'm just visualizing like turning
You made
slow.
that up? That's the darkest thing I've ever heard.
I don't mean like a trunk. I mean like an SUV. So it's not really a trunk. They're like in the back seat. So it's like you when you turn a corner and dogs like slide and like slam into the side, like you don't want that to happen, right? So you got to go slow.
Lisa locks puppies in the trunk.
No,
Pass
I
it
don't.
on.
That's not what I meant.
Arcs won't be coming by anymore for Fur Baby Friday.
I meant the back of an SUV.
If you can, and I highly recommend this one, find an empty parking lot and practice driving with the slippery conditions. You can pass your driver's test in the summer, and all of a sudden it's your first year driving in snow, and you have no idea what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, you look bored because you think you're a super good driver, even though you're terrible.
Well, it's when you start slowing down and you're trying to stop and the car isn't stopping that you're like, oh, okay, well, there's an intersection. This is a red light.
Yeah.
What do? I actually was driving wrong for a long time. When I'd start to spin out, you're not supposed to pull the e-brake. Did you know that?
Yeah, of course you're not supposed to pull the e-brake.
I did that every time.
That was your
Yeah, and one time I ended up on the
Like your parking
median.
brake. You just pull
I
it.
assumed that it would help me park. It would stop the car. It doesn't.
Oh my God.
I almost rolled my dad's vehicle once.
Because you just pulled the parking brake while you're driving.
Well, I hit black ice. I didn't know what to do. I panicked.
So you should be listening to these tips.
I am.
Instead of giving me attitude that you're bored. And finally, my last tip is for you hardcore Johnnies, just like Lisa. And for people that are a bit more comfortable in their F-350, know that not everyone is like you. And give them the space to drive like, as Lisa said, you have puppies hidden in your trunk.
Not hidden in the trunk, Ryder. Just
yeah,
in the back seat.
give other people some time and space to do their thing as well. If we all leave 10 minutes earlier to get to work, we're all going to get there fine.
Thanks, Tips.
Brought to you by Out of Bounds Restaurant.
We are joined by Kelsey. First time getting through as caller 7. Are you excited? Are you nervous? How are you feeling this morning, Kels?
I am excited and very nervous.
Okay, that's okay. That's a perfect mixture.
I got some good vibes coming today.
Yeah, me too. I'm feeling good about it.
So here's how it works. You're going to pick a teammate, either Lisa or myself, who will leave the room. Then whoever's left will give you 5 words. You tell us the first word that comes to mind for each. There's a 25-second timer involved. We'll invite your teammate back in to play the same game. They haven't heard any of your answers. They don't know the words.
Yep.
But for everyone that lines up, every answer that is the same as yours, it's $25. Hit them all, and it's $1,000.
Kelsey, who is your teammate this morning? Who do you want to send out of the room?
I will send Ryder out.
Okay. Sounds great. I am
That's because I'm the best at this.
Okay, get out of here. Go away. Okay. Kelsey, I'm starting your 25-second timer after I say the first word. Best of luck.
Thank you.
What comes to your mind when I say shovel?
Snow.
Heart.
Beet.
Sugar.
Candy.
Mittens.
Gloves.
Dive.
Swim.
Great answers. Wow. Nice and quick. Still had 12 seconds left on the clock.
Oh my.
How's your heartbeat?
Fast.
Ryder thought I was talking to him. He's like, mine's fine. Okay, Ryder. Shovel.
Snow.
$25, Kelsey. What comes to mind when I say sugar?
That's tough. Sugar. Coffee?
Candy. It's okay. It's okay. We got $25. No wall of shame for Kelsey this morning. What comes to mind when I say heart?
These are tough. Heart. Beat?
Correct. $50.
Yes!
$50. We love to see it. Let's try and get her to 75 with the word mittens.
Hands.
Gloves.
Oh.
That one was tough too. I didn't realize it'd be that tough.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got $50. We've got one more word. What comes to mind when I say dive?
Pool.
Swim.
Oh, that was close.
You know
All
what?
right.
You still picked up $50, Kelsey. Thank
Yeah,
you so
no,
much
it's
for
fine.
playing.
Thank you so much for having me.
Just a heads up, if you would have used my words today and picked Lisa as your teammate, you would have won $1,000.
Ryder, you can't say things like that.
Ryder.
You can't say things like that.
Thanks for playing, bud.
Okay, bye.
Next chance to play is tomorrow morning at 7:50. I like how she even
Yeah, she's
name-checked me.
I know,
Ryder.
Ryder.
That's your line.
That was perfect.
I'm out and about this weekend. The amount of listeners that came up, it was so awesome. But about a third of them are like, where's Lisa? Like, it's as if
It's like we're attached to the hip.
Well, and they don't care about me. They wanted you. But that's why I need to do this once in a while and show people the real you.
What did I do?
So I told you roughly 2 weeks ago that I got you a Christmas present. And then you, just yesterday, were like, hey, let's not exchange gifts this year. I just don't know what to get you. Are you cool not exchanging gifts? I'm like, I already told you I bought you something. And you're like, yeah.
Okay, fine, I'll get you. So what do you want? Is that lame to just straight up ask someone what do you want? I'll get it.
This is the
There's
real.
I'm bad at gifts. I don't care. I'm over it. I don't even want a Christmas tree anymore. It's too much work.
The real Lisa Evans suggesting we don't exchange gifts after she knows I bought something.
Earlier in the show, you called me Cruella. What's next? The Grinch?
Yeah, you remember the one year?
I'm the antagonist of every Disney movie, apparently.
I shouldn't be surprised. The one year I got you personalized headphones that have your name on the side of them.
I still wear them. Look, it says the Lisa Evans on the side. There's a pizza. Oh, I'm not wearing them today.
Yeah, I was like, those aren't the ones.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, they're beautiful headphones. That year you got me a Toblerone.
No, I got you turtles.
Oh, turtles.
I got
That's
you
what it was.
a box of turtle chocolates.
But 8-3.
Yeah, you weren't supposed to notice that. I tried to tape it shut. This guy opening it and counting them. Like, who does that?
There's spots
what
for them.
Are you, like the owner of a corner store from the 90s? Why are you like pouring out my 5-cent candies and counting them to make sure I'm not lying?
Spots for them.
No,
they were empty.
No, they weren't, Ryder. It was a box that you could pour out. It was the Turtles box. Everybody knows it. It's got the flip lid. Ryder dumps it out and starts one by one counting them. And he's like, 3 are missing. I was like, I don't know what to tell you. I had like chocolate on my face.
I got a DM. I guess this would have been mid-afternoon yesterday is when I would have read it.
Okay.
Anyway, it's a tough one to try to figure out. So I want your opinion and if the listeners have one as well. At 780-784-7107.
Okay.
I'll keep her name anonymous. She said, my husband has been told by his doc it's time to get a bit more healthy. I had plans for his Christmas present, but I'm thinking I should try to support him on his health journey and maybe get him an exercise bike or gym membership or something now. Is that a rude gift, though?
Interesting.
Hello?
Well, I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. I just thought you, like, dozed off there for a second.
I don't know how to answer that. What do you think? Like, when you read it, what did you originally want to write back right away?
I would combine, is the first thing I thought of. I would combine something for his health journey with something he really wants.
Not just a gym membership.
Yeah, or if that health journey could be fun, too. Like, if he's outgoing, maybe a gift card at, like, a rock climbing place or an indoor golf place. I mean, It's not indoor golf. You're not walking the course. It's not great exercise, but it's still getting up and moving. Just make sure he doesn't put it towards wings and beer, I guess. Okay.
I was going to say, there's like a pretty awesome snack table at One Putt. And when I go to One Putt virtual golf, where's Lisa?
1 putt, 3 treats.
Exactly.
I guess, what about if the conversation was had about, like, I'm just really excited to support you in any way I can?
Yeah, just let me know what you would be interested in doing to switch things up. Aaron says not rude at all. Just make sure he uses the membership or the bike. Christina says join together. Sasha says I'd cry if I got exercisey equipment for Christmas.
Yeah.
Cry good tears or not good tears?
Yeah, maybe get him something he wants and then just also say that you'll support in any way whatever he decides to do health-wise.
Okay, I love this text. So Shane always listens with his daughter Sloan in the car. Sloan says...
Yeah, let's hear it.
You can get him the bike because you'll be able to use it too, but also add in a gift card to Sorrentino's. Sloan
gets it.
We love you so much.
You need that protein before a good bike ride. Or after, maybe.
Ellie says, exercise, bike, or gym membership, not a rude gift, just a cop-out gift. I can get that for myself. Get him something fun and nice and what he actually wants.
Okay, what if you got him something that, combines the two, like shoes?
Good runners.
Good runners.
Doug's text, buy him pants 2 sizes too small. That is not good advice. That is not what we're doing to encourage somebody, okay? I like this one from Jen. Depends how long they've been together. Also, maybe something for both of them to do together to get healthier. Then you're showing your support, but it's not like offensive or upsetting. Like
cross-country skis.
Oh my gosh, nobody wants to do that.
Yeah, they do.
Oh my gosh, who wants to do that?
That's a pretty good time.
Nobody likes that.
Yeah, they do. There is a huge community of cross-country skiers in the city.
You better know your partner if you're getting them cross-country skis.
Why? What's the problem
I
with
don't
that?
know. I just feel like 90% of people that attempt cross-country skiing give up after 2 minutes. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I just think that's terrible advice.
Stupid opinion.
I know. I will say the click of putting your shoe in the ski, like the click, is very satisfying, but then I'm done. Take them off.
I think you're thinking of the other kind of skiing, but all right.
What's the difference?
Cross country is cross country.
Okay.
The other one
that means
is
nothing to me.
Downhill skiing is, guess, downhill.
Okay. You don't click your shoes into your cross country skis?
I think you do. It's just not the snap you're talking about. Because
What do you know? When have you ever cross country skied?
there's not a lot to do in my hometown. That was one of the 3 things we could do for gym class when we went outside. Downhill skis, you click in on the back. You asked.
I'm over it.
The cross country ones, your backs are mobile.
Emily wrote in saying,
I think so done.
Emily says, I think it depends on the person. For example, my husband wanted to get me new pots and pans. I hated that idea because it's not something I need. It's just a household item. Yeah, but some people love household items, like a brand new vacuum. It seems offensive, but if the person's like, I need one,
or
they're
asks
pumped
for
about it, and they're expensive.
Yeah. Hey, Rusty!
Hey, so she could get him an exercise bike. I think that's a good idea. And so when he goes downstairs to get on the bike, she should be sending him selfies
Oh, to motivate him.
to motivate him, right?
Yeah, for every kilometer, one more piece of clothing comes off.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you hit that 20-kilometer mark, I grab the chocolate sauce.
But it's got to be sugar-free chocolate sauce.
Yeah, oh yeah. He doesn't get to lick it off.
Have a great day,
You too, Rusty.
It's Ryder, and Lisa's supposed to be here. She is not at the moment. She went downstairs to move her car. But we're talking about exercise equipment and if that's an appropriate gift. Phone's ringing. Hey, Play 107, what's up?
What do you want from Starbucks?
No, you just went down to move your vehicle. We don't have time. We still have the show.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, it's right there. Like it's just down the street.
Yeah, but it's busy this time of morning.
Well, maybe. I've never been there at this time.
No, I meant it's busy on our show this time of morning. Can you at least do a traffic and weather update from outside so it makes sense that you're out there?
Yes,
Do you want me to get the helicopter sound effects for you?
absolutely.
Okay, let's go.
Especially if the boss is listening, he's not going to be very impressed.
Well, either am I.
Okay, traffic update. The Starbucks between Calgary Trail and Gateway Boulevard, no lineup right now. As far as weather goes, it's colder than a Frappuccino out here. Okay, bye.
No. Hey, you didn't take my order.
We are joined by Brandin, one of the team members of YEG Property Pros. Tell us a little bit about why it's important to support a local business like yours.
When you're supporting local businesses, you are literally helping your neighbors, your peers, your friends, your family members, rather than, filling the pocket of maybe some mega CEO across the seas. Being able to really support a friend, a family member, or just a member of the community is always really important to me.
And it's not just a one-way street. It's amazing to see how much YEG Property Pros gives back as well. Can you touch on how important it is to have somebody who knows the local area representing you if you're buying or selling?
That can mean so much. As you get more niche, those people are going to know the community more. They're going to know the services that maybe you have questions for, and they can help you out. They can find you that best school in the community, or, best clinic, or best gym, or anything like that.
Best
if you
bakery.
are going local. Yes, exactly. Best bakery.
So if people are interested in working with YEG Property Pros, which we highly recommend, what's the best way they can find you?
Yeah, if you just a quick Google search, honestly, YEG Property Pros, you'll find our website. If you're looking for me personally, I do have a lot of social media content that I put out there. If you just type in Brandin.realty, that's BRANDIN.realty, TikTok, Instagram, virtually anywhere on social media, you can find me there.
The Ryder and Lisa Podcast.
Brought to you by YEG Property Pros. Powered by Real Broker. Get a realtor who knows. Call the pros.
Play 107.